continue?
Yeah, it was obviously not ideal, because we started to get a bit of momentum coming back from the tour, playing the Lions, and then suddenly the break came, and we obviously used it to freshen up the guys so they had off time, and then we started to train, and then obviously we saw against Boerland, the fact that we haven't played for 3 weeks reflected on that game, and that so it's going to be a big challenge for both the teams coming out of this break, who's going to get quicker onto the horse and into form, and hopefully we've done enough to be, give ourselves a chance, and then post that you've got another break, but then we're into a big block of games. So I think we find, looking at the training, the guys trained well, so I think we find a number of things that probably went better, like our decision making and our kicking game and our contesting and defense, and it's a lot of aspects. It's not just one thing. Things that we constantly try to improve, although it didn't look like it. At one stage I was asked, do I coach? So so it probably didn't look like we were coaching. So it was an ongoing process. So it's not just one thing. It's numerous things that we just kept on persisting. And at the end of the day, as a team, I think we were together for the first time for a block of games as a team, and the team spirit and everything, started to get to where we wanted it to be. Teams in the world that I think is enjoying their rugby, and it's got a good team spirit, and you hear about players talking about brotherhood and team environment, and it doesn't happen overnight, and sometimes you have to make effort to make that happen, and as much as we wanted to do that, there just wasn't time to do it. There wasn't the time for me to say to the guys, let's go on a team camp, or let's go and do stuff. There was, since the day of arrival, there was guys not here, and then January was probably the first time we were together, but still only playing locally, either Stormers or whatever. And then that tour was the first time you couldn't take the whole squad, but you could take majority of the squad together, and we we just said, let's start do what we do again, and that's enjoying why we're doing this game, and the guys pulled together nicely, and obviously we spent time with each other off the field, and and then you could just feel it. You could just feel that there's something happen, and hopefully that will do us well going forward. We still have to go out and perform. You still have to do the basics well, and rugby will never change on that. But if you go to fight with somebody, hopefully you know who you fight with, and I think we're starting to get there.